Logan's Run takes place in the 23rd century, and the survivors of war, overpopulation, and pollution are living in a giant domed city sealed off from the outside world. Inside the dome, machines provide all the necessities for life, including reproduction, so humans are able to live only for pleasure. But there is one catch. Your life must end at the age of 30 unless you're reborn in the fiery ritual of Carousel. Now, I love post-apocalyptic movies, but this one doesn't give a cool name or really any name to the city that these people live in, so I'm going to call it... what? Sex Haven? Ooh, no, better yet. City. Come enjoy beautiful City, where you don't have to experience women past the prime age of 29, and all the men look like Sandy Duncan when she played Peter Pan. Pleasure is the ultimate name of the game, and no one has to work, but some choose to still have jobs anyways, and among those are Logan and his best friend Francis, who are both Sandmen. And the job of the Sandmen are to kill anyone who tries to escape when they turn 30. Whom they refer to as runners. And Logan is played by Michael York, who probably has one of the most delightfully British accents I have ever heard.
Logan's 6.
Well, it's not every day that they authorize a new Sandman. I tell you, Francis, that's him.
It's just so smooth and inviting. It's like a nice cup of Earl Grey, or the American version, it's like a giant Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Everyone in the city is born with a life clock on their hand that changes color depending on how old you are. And when it turns red or black, then your time is up and you're given the chance to renew at Carousel. And Carousel is basically a futuristic version of the Gravitron from the fair. And no, I will never refer to it as Starship 3000. It is the Gravitron. And it was assembled in 2 hours by the most hungover men you have ever met in your life. And it had so much dried vomit inside of it. The only thing missing is that dude sitting in the middle who just always yell at you to stop climbing on the goddamn seats. Now, they don't really explain how you renew, and it certainly doesn't sound like everyone will get to. They rise to the top, and I'm guessing that if you touch this thing, then you'll get to be reborn. But none of them make it, and they all get vaporized while everyone cheers. And it should be noted, I love movies from the 70s that take place hundreds of years in the future, because no matter how many outrageous things they can imagine about the future, they never seem to think that big hair will ever go out of style. Logan and Francis get a call about a runner, and they take manic glee in their jobs of murdering old people.
Run, runner! Run!
City's version of Tinder has your matches literally beamed to your apartment to have sex with you. Logan summons Jessica, but she denies his advances, and she tells him that she believes everyone in Carousel is killed and that renewal is a lie. She leaves, but Logan realizes that she was wearing the same symbol that the runner from earlier had, and Logan accesses the computer to identify this symbol, and he's told that it's an Ankh, which represents sanctuary and is used by a group that helps runners escape. And the computer tells him that over 1,000 runners have been unaccounted for, which leads Logan to believe that no one has ever actually been renewed. Logan is given an assignment to go outside the dome to find Sanctuary and destroy it. His mission is top secret and not even the other Sandman must know, and he has to go undercover as a runner. In order to keep up appearances, the computer changes his life clock to flashing red, which signifies that he's approaching the end of his 30 years. So Logan goes to Jessica to help him run.
Try like hell for renew. You have the same chance as anyone else, Carousel.
Look, don't you understand? It's different now because it's me.
The accent is British, but the attitude is 100% American. The other members of Sanctuary say that Logan needs to be killed, and they need Jessica to lure him out in the open. Okay, this dude definitely found a way to live past 30. That is a rough-looking 20-something-year-old. That looks like your buddy's stepdad, Keith. And trust me, Keith was never younger than 47 years old. Logan receives a call about a runner in the cathedral, and the cathedral is a now abandoned part of the city which is ruled over by the feral children called the Cubs. And Cubs are vicious and will murder anyone who enters their domain. This is like when our town only had 2 malls left, and the one closest to my house was considered the shit mall and was all but abandoned. But it was the only mall that had a Spencer's Gifts, so I had to go there, and it was just filled with packs of ill-mannered teens who immediately noticed my chain wallet and went in for the f***ing kill. It was a massacre. They were very mean, and very specific with their insults.
All right, children. Playtime's over. How many of you want this to be last day?
Michael York sounding tough is just like the only thing you should ever need.
Come on, we can rush him.
Now, you're just allowing his smooth British accent and turtleneck to fool you. This dude will f*** you up. They finally track down the runner and again. How many decades has she been running from her 30s?
My life clock must have broken in some way. I'm nowhere near 30.
Yeah. That's quite apparent. So they let the runner go and she's immediately murdered by Francis, and they go to get Logan a new face. And the receptionist is none other than the always electric Farrah Fawcett.
Hello, Sandman.
We don't get many Sandmen. I think we've only had one other since I've been here.
Well, a Sandman can get as sick of his face as anyone else.
Doc, there's a Sandman here. Can you see him?
I say, who are you talking to? The volume and inflection of your voice never changed, and there's no one else here.
Doc is ready, Sandman.
How do you know that? You literally spoke to no one. So they meet the doctor, and now these people only have 30 years to live. Why would you want to cram for finals and go through several years of a residency program? Like, I know that I potentially have decades left, and I want to retire right now. I'm not wasting half my life in medical school. The doctor betrays them and tries to kill Logan, but Logan and Jessica manage to escape and make their way to the love shop with Francis in hot pursuit.
Where'd they go?
They cross the bridge to the store that sells butt plugs.
Didn't you see them?
I saw them there. So the love shop is basically a 24/7 psychedelic orgy palace, and that should be the place that everyone hangs out in. Like, machines handle all of my food and basic needs. Why would I want to waste my time being a cop or answering phones at a doctor's office? There's a drug orgy room, people. They finally make their way to Sanctuary, and the group doesn't believe Logan, and they want to kill him when Holly busts in. Okay, she was there. She can clear everything up.
It's him! He killed Doc.
Holly, wait. He's running. Tell them the rest.
A face job only. And I said dark hair. And then he killed Doc, and you grabbed me, and the machine blew up, and I ran.
Holly, please. The other Sandman. Remember? The one who came after.
I can't help but get the feeling that the character of Holly wasn't supposed to be this ditzy, that they were just desperately trying to get Farrah Fawcett to remember her next line.
This one was running, and the other one was hunting him. Remember?
Oh, yes. Yes. He was after you. I remember.
Well, I would hope so. It was only 5 minutes ago. They agree to let Logan and Jessica pass just as the Sandman bust in, and Logan and Jessica make their way under the city and take an elevator to an ice cave overseen by the most advanced robot ever created, Box.
I'm more than machine or man. More than a fusion of the two.
He's so high-tech, he even has human teeth. So Box is tasked with providing food for the residents of City. We learn that he's not been able to find any wildlife in the past few years, so he's been freezing runners and serving them to the people. Now, Logan and Jessica are horrified, but come on, both of you. That can't be the worst things you put in your mouth. Today. They destroy Box and the ice cave and make it outside the dome and see the sun for the first time.
What is it?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's warm.
Come, Jessica, let's go try to touch it. I would rather like to put my bits on that warm circle. They walk for a while, and Jessica begins acting like me as soon as it turns warm, and I feel obligated to venture out of the house.
I hate outside. I hate it. I hate it.
Jessica!
And oh man, wait till they find out about sunburns. They walk through till next morning, and they come upon the ruins of Washington, D.C. It's nice to see the American government is working more or less exactly the same way as always. They learn that this old man was born outside of the dome, and he's not seen any other humans since his parents died years ago. Francis catches up to them, and he won't listen to reason, and Logan has no choice but to kill him. Beating someone inside the Capitol with an American flag? That's some symbolism. Logan wants to go back to the city to tell the others what they've learned, and they bring the old man with them.
All the people, all the time.
The people in the city are gonna love your weird songs.
I used to come fishing here, you know, but somehow all the fish died, a long time ago now. Nothing sadder than a dead fish.
Dead fish? You are a riot.
Oh, young people, you say. Oh, I don't even remember what, although, of course, the young people.
That wasn't even a complete sentence. I love this guy.
They say this thing used to be called a road. Had to give bits of metal to use it.
You just say things.
Beloved husband.
Beloved wife.
Beloved son.
Yes, You can be like our elderly son.
We're gonna try and get in through here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think you can make it.
Oh, my. I'm so looking forward to seeing all those people.
Well, I want you to meet them, too.
I want them to meet my son, my baby boy. And I honestly can't think of anything young sexed up 20-somethings want more than an old man hanging around. So Logan and Jessica swim through the hydroelectric dam to get into the city just in time for another carousel. They try to tell everyone, but no one believes them, and they get taken by the Sandmen. But Logan believes the truth so much that he destroys the computer and they escape, and they manage to cause an explosion that rocks City to its very core. And ironically, probably kill way more people than Carousel ever would have. Everyone is then able to go outside and they see the old man and they begin, exploring his body?
Come on, everybody, let's have sex on him. I want to see what his old testicles look like. Do you think old people still have a butthole?
Oh, hello, Papa. Did you meet some of my new... someone's touching my bits. I go, yep, several hands. Definitely fondling my dinker. Be careful now, you're kind of smushing it. So Logan and Jessica have liberated the denizens of City from their horrifying sex lives, and most likely 90% of these people will die from exposure by tomorrow.